So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story is from More Fun Comics number 78. It's the Golden Age, published April 1942, and this one is called The Wax Museum Killers. Early morning and elder early morning and elderly Sam Winslow, caretaker of the Carter Waxworks Museum, begins his rounds. Jiminy Cricket, but I can never get used to how real these wax statues look. The man who made these figures sure knew his business. Suddenly, as the aged caretaker enters a corridor, a cruel, crushing blow. So then we have, I guess this like Carnival Barker fellow out there. Only one dime admission, folks, to the greatest show on earth. They live again, and from Adam to Zeus, step inside and see history repeat itself. Let's go in and Jim. I think that these kind of wax figure things were a lot more popular decades ago. So people are seeing the all the wax figures. It says the final exhibit, folks, the Hall of Villains, the toughest hombres who ever prowled the four corners of the earth. Jesse James, Captain Kidd, Nero, and Goliath. Tough babies, I'll say. I'm glad they're only wax statues. But suddenly the wax statues come to life and start robbing the people. And from then on, these wax criminals start to rob the whole city. Panic sweeps the city as history's four horsemen of horror ride again at the leading bank. At a leading bank. Stop, thief. I'll make my name famous all over again. So they're out there, although Nero seems to be just kind of... Fat Nero, leader of the Legion, from out of the time, plucks his stringed instruments. He doesn't seem to do much. But it turns out these are just regular old criminals. Boss, it sure feels great to be wearing regular clothes again. I can hardly wait to get shake these duds. Good work, fellows. The whole city is on the lookout for wax figures that walk. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess the whole point is just, I guess, to confuse people. Clever of the boss to knock out that caretaker in the museum, melt the wax statues in the Hall of Villains, then have us take their place. You said a mouthful. So Kent Nelson and Inza are out having a party, enjoying a party, when in come the Wax Museum Killers. So Kent Nelson heads out, changes into Dr. Fate. Oof, it's Dr. Fate. He starts beating him up. Bullets have no effect on him because he's invincible. But Jesse James throws a lasso around his neck, a lariat. Can't breathe. Let's string him up the way they strung me up from the yardarm. So they're hanging him from a chandelier, a very low hanging chandelier. But Inza grabs a sword and just, I don't think that's really possible to do, but she throws it and it slices the rope. So he needs a moment to collect himself. Meanwhile, they grab Inza because she and Dr. Fate seem to know each other, and they head back to Nero. Dr. Fate spoiled our surprise party, boss. We almost nabbed him, but this dame interfered, so I snatched her, figuring she's sweet on this Fate guy, and he's the same way about her. So Nero's very happy, and they decide to set up a trap for him. So he runs at their building in a rather humorous fashion, bursts through the window, but down comes the trap. Not even your fist can smash this glass, Dr. Fate. Your doom is sealed. I think it's usually your fate is sealed, but maybe they didn't want to use fate twice. So this device, not only is it bulletproof, but it is airtight, and they are sucking the air out. Goodbye, Fate. Put on a big show for your audience of one. So they go out to do some more crimes, but Dr. Fate has a plan. So apparently his costume must have, some pockets, because he's got coins and keys, and he tosses them into the suction device, which just blows it up. And apparently, although this glass is, well, I don't know, it's bulletproof. I guess it's just fist proof. No, it does say it's bulletproof. Over here. It smashes. Whew, this air feels good. Lucky for me, the explosion shattered Nero's glass prison. That motor blew up just as I figured it would, so... he goes to the police commissioner My magic crystal warns me that the Wax Museum killers are going to strike at the Van Richwater yacht tonight. Listen. So, his magic crystal. Okay. So they head out in a speedboat, the Wax Museum killers, and hold up all the people. And then Dr. Fate arrives. Lafayette, we are here. And company, meet King Arthur, Lafayette, and Buffalo Bill. And so we have historical figures versus historical figures in a big fight. Don't you know that history always repeats itself, and that Goliath lost the last time? Oof. Bullets can't harm him. He must be superhuman. Or Superman. Nay, varlet, 'tis only my metal armor. Thou art in the wrong century. Yeah, I don't think metal armor is bulletproof. What I'd give to own a camera this minute. What I'd give to wake up. I know I'm dreaming. The boys are fighting fire with fire, all right. I must complete this joust, foul knave. 'Tis a pleasure to indulge in fisticuffs. Home on the range, so they beat 'em up. Thanks, Commissioner, for playing the part of King Arthur so well, and for lending me your men. This is the best raid I ever took part in. I feel the same way. Me too. And here we have the Hall of Heroes. I wonder why they added Dr. Fate to the group of heroes. I wouldn't know, Inza. Well, isn't it kind of obvious? Yeah, this story's... I mean, I guess the whole reason why they're dressed up like that is to hide their identity, but I feel like there's better ways to do it. So I guess it's just for fun. So that's the Wax Museum Killers.